Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, thank you for joining us at Jackrabbit Illustrated tonight. We would like to mention that the following program contains the possibility of bad language, inappropriate comments, and hosts with the propensity to wander off topic. Those of us at Jackrabbit Illustrated would like to thank you for joining us and would like to thank our title sponsor, Kubota Dealers of South Dakota. With 9 dealerships across the great state of South Dakota, with all the equipment you may need for your home, acreage, or farming operation, there's always a Kubota dealer ready to provide you with the parts, service, and sales you need. Now, with that out of the way, let's get to what you came for.
Scared money don't make money, right?
That's right, folks. Scared Money Don't Make Money. The spin-off show from the B Team with Ben and Brendan making their picks against the spread just like old times, with the addition of Alex Kenkel and his computer model that is featured weekly on JackrabbitIllustrated.com. As usual, the B Team and all Jackrabbit Illustrated podcasts are live on the Jackrabbit Illustrated Facebook and Twitter pages, along with being live on the FCS Fans Nation YouTube channel. Also, if you don't catch us live, be sure to tune in on Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts, or any major podcast outlet in between.
Scared Money Don't Make Money is thrilled to have their show sponsor be Cubby's Sports Bar and Grill in downtown Brookings. With the best beer and food in town and more TVs than wall space, Cubby Sports Bar and Grill is your Jackrabbit headquarters to watch any game, home or away. The B Team is also thrilled to announce their segment sponsor, Blue Tide Car Wash of Brookings, Mitchell, Sioux Falls, and now Hartford, as well as all the other get-and-go locations in South Dakota.
Our second segment sponsor is Hadrick Ranch. For the best beef you've ever tasted, go to hadrickranch.com. They'll ship it to you. And lastly, thank you to our segment sponsor, Innovative Engineering Solutions. Contact them for all your HVAC, plumbing, fire protection, automated control systems, and energy conservation needs. I'm Batman. Or Dracula. Or both. I'm Bat Dracula Man.
Everybody, welcome into Scared Money Don't Make Money. Thank you, everyone, for joining us. Thank you, Chris Howard, for being our clock man. I respect the grind. Everybody else, thanks for joining us. Raphael was wondering if we would have the Grizz fans, Luke and Adam, to join us, and here they are. They were kind enough to dedicate and donate some of their time to hang out with us here tonight, the goofballs that we are. So we appreciate you guys for joining us here tonight. As always, we're on the Jackrabbit Illustrated Facebook and YouTube pages, as well as the FFN YouTube page. However you may be listening, we appreciate you joining us. And, of course, we're brought to you by our title sponsor, Kubota Dealers of South Dakota, and our show sponsor, Cubby's Sports Bar and Grill, downtown Brookings, the #1 sports bar in South Dakota. And I feel very confident saying that everybody and everybody's brother knows who Cubby's Sports Bar and Grill is. Downtown Main Street, Brookings, South Dakota. Go to Cubby's to watch the game if you're not able to make it out to Montana. Luke, Adam, thanks for joining us, fellas. How you guys feeling tonight?
Well, you're right about Cubbies. I live in Rapid City, and I knew what Cubbies was. So,
Right?
Yeah.
Infamous.
Yeah, it is infamous. But we're doing great, man. Thanks for having us.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
And I got to agree with Austin. Luke, you've got one of the best mustaches that I've seen in real life. That's incredible. That's like solid Wyatt Earp. That's great.
Yeah, well, hey, that's what we were going for.
There you go.
Quick story. My brother and I like to mess with my mom for Thanksgiving for family pictures. And so this year we decided Tombstone, and I was supposed to be Wyatt Earp, and he did Doc Holliday. So, yeah.
Well done. Well done. That's proper execution right there. That's awesome. That is awesome. And for those of you who are joining us and don't know, Luke and Adam are part of the Fight on Montana podcast that you can find on FCS Fans Nation YouTube. Check it out. They had a great show this week. You want to get some a little bit deeper dive from the Grizz fan perspective beyond what we're going to get from them tonight. Jump on there, give them a listen. They do a great show. So check on that on the FCS Fans Nation YouTube. But Ben, I just saw you about 20 minutes ago. We went to our first concert together. It was very, very special. It was an elementary school concert.
Was it for the kids?
We went to watch our neighbor's daughter. She was all pumped we were there, and I walk in and Ree's in there, and I'm like, oh my God.
We were headbanging. Yeah, it was weird to see you there, but yeah.
Yeah, no, thanks. Yeah, it was probably weird. Yeah, I get that. Like none of your kids go here. Why are you here? No, that's
Brendan's
fair.
actually just like a big elementary concert aficionado. Like
Big guy, yeah.
like
judge it.
Ben and Frazee are into like pop punk. Like Brendan's into school programs.
That sounds awful. Why don't say it like that?
Don't call Sleep Token pop punk either.
Double whammy. God, brutal. Oh my God.
All right.
Swinging
Well,
for the fences
recover from
today,
that.
boys.
God, yeah, he just come out mean. What the
We-
hell? This
we
guy's
gotta
got
get-
wrestling.
Save
disease
you
and he's
check the
mad.
score of the Cowboys game.
Good.
That might explain why.
Good. Spicy. Jesus.
All right, we need to get going here because we got a big game coming up to discuss. So let's start off by recapping last week's picks. This segment is brought to you by.
Oh God.
Hedrick?
Oh,
I was hoping you had it.
Hedrick
I
or
don't
Blue
have it
Knight?
up. Hold on. Give me 2 shakes here. Just relax. I
Got
was
our
not
big
prepared
guest on him,
somehow.
a real professional.
We're always so proposal.
Yeah, we don't have sponsors, so hey, we're
There
just
it is.
we're
There it
learning.
is. It's Blue Tide Car Wash, brother. Blue Tide Car
Blue Tide.
Wash with
Okay.
19 locations in Sioux Falls, a location in Hartford, Mitchell, and Brookings. They're all tunnel washes in the places that have singles. They're fantastic. Be like me, whenever it's over 20, go get your car wash. Get that salt and grime off of there. Get that road grime off of your truck. Stop it from rusting. Take care of your vehicle. It's way cheaper to do it that way than it is to pay single and do it one at a time. And Lord knows you're not doing it with a bucket and a sponge in this weather. So head into Blue Tide Car Wash and get your car taken care of.
What's funny is I was literally in Sioux Falls last night and I was like, I need a car wash. And I look up and there's a Blue Tide Car Wash sign. So
They're everywhere.
yeah, they are. It's very
They're
convenient.
absolutely everywhere. I still am campaigning one for on the north side of town, so I don't have to drive as far south as I have most of the time, but that's okay. We'll get there.
We'll get there. So Ree has our first animal fact of the night. She says grizzly bears are surprisingly fast runners.
They are very fast for the like 35 yards.
Yeah, 35 miles an hour.
All right.
Is what it is. They're dead. Your dead speed is what that is.
Yeah.
It's true.
Faster than the slowest guy speed.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Hope you're with a friend that you're faster than. That's how that goes because you're not faster than the bear.
All right. First up, we had USD taking care of Drake and barely covering 38-17. Rhode Island did not cover against Central Connecticut. They won 27-19, though. Abilene Christian beat up on Lamar 38-20 and covered. Illinois State beat up on SLU 21-3 and covered. Yale with a wild comeback victory.
Brutal.
I felt real good about that pick at halftime. Brendan and I both picked Youngstown State. Well, yeah, you did too, Alex. We all picked out Youngstown State, and we were like 35-7. Nice.
We picked the wrong Ivies is what happened there, and it bit us right in the balls.
So Yale covered that one. They won 43-42. Villanova covered by a lot against the other other Ivy League team.
Probably the most surprising result to me. I was not a Villanova believer, but
Yeah.
They made Harvard bite the curb. That was tough. That was brutal.
Yeah,
we weren't allowed to talk about that anymore.
We all picked Harvard.
It's the way you said it that was the problem. It wasn't that you said it. It was. Are we not doing phrasing anymore?
We can't have the full context.
Yeah.
All right.
They made Harvard bite the pillow.
We had UND winning
made of penguin
31-6,
feathers.
31-6 and covering, and SDSU winning 41-3 and covering. I went 3-5. Brendan went 3-5. Alex had a good week at 5-3. The model went 6-2 on the year. I'm still in lead at 58-51. Alex is right behind at 56-53, and Brendan is in last at 55-54.
I picked a bad week to have a bad week.
We have a tight race. We've got 8 games this week, and then 4, and then 2, and then 1.
And then 1.
So not many left here.
Yeah. I'm surprised I'm only down 1 on Alex right now. So there's hope, but I'm running out of time. I don't want to go to Terra Vegas.
Yeah.
Luke and Adam, do you guys have any takeaways from the games last week? You catch much of them?
Well, we just picked the games. We don't do the spread, and we got 7 right.
Yeah.
The one, again, that Yale one just surprised the hell out of me. I thought for sure we were kind of banking on Youngstown winning, and then going on and beating the Cats.
Beating the
You know,
Cats.
we thought that might happen.
That's what I picked in my bracket.
Yeah, so
Wah,
not
wah.
so much now. Yeah, now we got Yale. The Yale's going up there. So
Yeah, Ben might be ahead in this, but his bracket is literally keeping his house warm because it's on fire right now. It's burning to the ground.
Yeah,
so bad.
it's not good. All right,
Yeah,
next.
Nova impressed me.
Yeah, they were good.
yeah, the wrong Ivy League school won. So
Yeah. Well, and that's just like, do you see them doing two Ivy League teams again? Because like that did not end well.
I don't know.
I'll be curious. It'll depend on Yale, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, if Yale goes out and gives Montana State a fight, I would lean towards it probably puts it to bed, but I don't know. I mean, if Yale goes on and gives Montana State a fight, that's not a terrible performance from the two teams outside of getting absolutely pumped by 40 some points.
It'll be interesting to see what the bubble looks like in years going forward. I think a large bubble helped this year because you got a lot of those 7 or 8 D1 teams up against a team that has 8 wins, but they're 15, 20 points better win percentage. I think that speaks to something. So I think that plays a factor. But yeah, it'll like Brent said, it'll largely contend on how Yale does this weekend.
And one of my things is that they should have to play 12 games too. That just pisses me off. Like
Well,
if you're going to be a part of the playoff, then play 12 games.
So the thing I put out there about that is I definitely understand that feeling, but at the same token, since the majority of FCS teams are playing FBS games that
really
we don't
11.
count against them, then it's really 11 in my opinion. Like if that's not gonna hurt you that FBS game, then it's really 11 in my mind. And I'm just happy that they're finally participating in the playoffs, and it's the Ivy League, so that 12 game thing is probably going to be something we complain about for the next 30 years because it only took them 50 to join the playoffs. So I'm gonna just I get enough heartburn from everything else. I don't need to be too wound up about that one.
You don't think they'll add a game though just to help out their playoff resume?
Dude, the Ivy Leagues, man, they are.
I know they're stubborn, but
so
it's all the skull and bone stuff,
it's
man.
crazy.
Yeah, the skull. You're right. The skull and bone stuff.
Right. Yeah. So, no. I could see that definitely affecting him though. If Yale goes out and gets destroyed by Montana State, as they're projected to, I think you only see one Ivy for quite a while. So.
Kevin says Thump will look for anything to back up that horrible take of his.
Hey, I've never said I'm free of bad takes, and thinking Harvard was going to compete was definitely one of them.
All
right. You go back, it makes a lot of my top 25 poll voting look real bad, real bad. So thanks a lot, Crimson, you wine drinking pricks. So sorry, Harvard. Did I say Princeton? I think I said Princeton.
You did.
Good. That's what they deserve because that's an insult to them. I'm sure of it. So.
Our next animal fact of the night, Marvin Pearson says jackrabbits are fast hares that can run up to 40 miles an hour, which is faster than a grizzly bear, and are identified by their long ears, which help them cool down. They are nocturnal herbivores that eat. They eat.
Probably herbs.
Probably. All right. So next up, we got our JIAI segment. While I bring that up, Brandon's going to read the sponsor for that one.
Oh, jeez. Just all right. Hedrick Ranch. Hedrick's Ranch is the sponsor of JIAI. Hedrick's Ranch, we're very excited to be and proud to be sponsored by Hedrick's Ranch, the only certified ranch to table. Yeah, you guys gotta love that one. Sexy, I know it. But Hedrick's Ranch, the only certified Angus ranch to table that you can get in South Dakota. You want to make sure you're getting good premium American beef. Get yourself some Hedrick's Ranch beef. They deliver anywhere in the continental United States for free. Get yourself all the way up to a whole cow. Get yourself any sort of bundle, or be like me. I'm about to message Troy. We need 30 pounds of hamburger and we need some things of prime rib. So I'm gonna hit Troy Hedrick up and get myself some of that. Get loaded up on some hamburger. So they do everything. If you head out to the ranch, you get a discount for picking it up. But it's terrific. I'm getting asked what cut is that? Low, low
Speaking of
B.
beef,
Yeah, the guy comes down drunk after a Halloween party and does a podcast one time. no one lets him forget it ever. Shout out to Haddock's Ranch for having to be enduring being associated with that nonsense. I'm just so glad that's never gone away. Yeah, Kevin Marshall says, did Hedrick want this image displayed during the read?
I don't think Troy did, but I think he understands what we're about at this point around here.
Yeah, at this point, if he hasn't picked up on that, yeah, no, that's not ideal. Now I have an idea for our next punishment, though. Take pictures bathing yourself in Hadrick Ranch.
Hey, that's a good idea. Speaking of which, Hadrick Ranch.
Yeah, Hadrick Ranch.
All right. First up, we've got, is it on the screen? Oh, yeah, here we go. We've got one for UNH and one for Montana. UNH is up first.
Now you're all in big, big trouble. Heads up.
That was a really good one. That was one of your best ones.
This is a snow game. All right, now we got one for Montana.
No. Not SDSU in playoffs again.
That one was for you guys. That was that was the mildest version of the one I came up with. I left the other ones off. I didn't. Had a little issue on Twitter earlier this week. I decided not to do an AI about it.
I was like, that was pretty tame. So
yeah,
our friends would like to do a lot more worse things when they're talking to us.
We've had worse.
Yeah, we don't hate you guys near as much as USD.
Well, feeling is mutual.
Oh yeah, feeling is mutual.
You guys hit USD more than us too.
The old kittens. Like earlier this year, I had a Jack fan that was like, or no, it was the other guys you hate. He was like, oh, if you call them kittens, we call them bunnies, and I was like, oh, okay, we all have our little nicknames. So
yeah,
oh yeah, yep, oh yeah, yep. pretty much.
All right, well,
it's funny because we're a hare, for the record.
That's true.
Yeah.
Let's move into the picks for this week. We've got 8 games to go over. The first one
brought to you by Innovative Engineering.
Is this brought to us by Innovative Engineering?
This one's yours. Yeah, this is you.
Well,
this is the last one of the day.
If you guys are planning a new commercial building, restaurant, or retail space in Sioux Falls or anywhere in the region, turn to Innovative Engineering Solutions. Specialize in mechanical engineering design, including HVAC, plumbing, and sanitary waste. Visit innovative-engr.com to learn more. Thank you, Innovative Engineering. All right. Number 1, NDSU has Illinois State coming to town. Illinois State pressed them earlier this year, but couldn't get it done in Fargo. Now they have to go back, and NDSU is favored by 23.5 in this one.
Am I starting to show off, or are we going to have Alex?
Or do I have to, since I'm in the lead?
I think you should. You've been pulling this shit all year where you just wait till the end, casually wait until.
Most of the time, my picks are in the spreadsheet, which they are right now. So I will start it off.
Huh?
So Illinois State plus 23.5. I think that's a big enough spread that they can hang in there. I think they'll fight for a while, but they obviously won't win. But I think they cover 23.5.
The model has the Bison by 24.8, so it's going to take a big Bison cover, and I think I'm going to agree. It's in Fargo, and last time, if you listen to Blue Buds, shout out Zach and Timothy, both friends of the show. Last time Illinois State played like a picture-perfect game plan. They won the turnover battle. They had long scoring drives to shorten the game, and they still lost by 3 scores. So everything went perfect last time at home, and they lost by 3 scores. So I don't think the odds of that happening again are very good. I think NDSU is going to come out firing after some rest and give me the Bison to cover that.
All right. Quick note: is Marvin going to report our stream?
I think so. Yes, we better watch ourselves.
I'm going to take NDSU to cover. If there's one thing a Polasek coach team does is it doesn't forget, and I don't think they're going to be forgetting what happened down in Normal. I think they're going to come out with a point to prove. Plus, coming off a bye.
Was that not in Fargo?
No, that was in Normal.
That was in Normal.
Oh, geez, I thought that was in Fargo.
You want to change your pick?
Youngstown played in Fargo. But in Illinois State's offense didn't look super good against SLU. So I'm going to take NDSU to cover and eat the points.
The first quarter of our game, their offense has really looked clunky the last 4 or 5 weeks. I mean, even that USD game, they only scored on 3 of their 9 drives. They just scored 7 on all 3 of them, and then only took 21 to win that game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm regretting my pick because they also did get blown out by SIU 37-7 like 2 weeks ago. So, but I'm going to stick with it, and I'll give you guys the opportunity to make up a pick here. Luke and Adam,
man of substance, huzzah!
Do you care?
I would take the Bison because they love running it up in the playoffs. And to your point of what happened earlier this year, that's what they're going to want to do. So, yeah, I'll take the Bison, even with the points.
Yeah, I would take the Bison as well. It helps that they have their coach locked up too as well, so they don't have to deal with that stuff. So,
maybe it is more expensive for someone else to hire him, which is smart. I'm not knocking them for that at all, but that's people like, oh, he's extended through whatever. Jimmy's contract went through 2030. We saw how that went.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you guys know that the people in Wazoo can't stand him? Like, I was over in Spokane, and they all.
Oh, a bigger media market was never going to go well for him. Ever.
Yeah, they all want him fired. They're like, get him out of here. I was like, he was really good over there, but
he had the benefit of the doubt in Brookings because he played there before. But yes, I can see how he would come across. Not exactly a fan favorite.
If he doesn't come in and people know what they're going to get out of him, I could see some people being bothered.
And I will say, away from press conferences, he just hates the media stuff. Running into him in bars and stuff around town. Super nice guy. He just hates talking to the media.
That sounds familiar. That sounds really familiar.
Coach Bobby House.
Right. Sounds like someone else you guys might know.
Yeah.
So I was looking forward to those press conferences last year. I'm like, well, this is going to be like the same person twice.
So true.
All right. Next up, we've got Rhode Island heading all the way across country to UC Davis, and UC Davis is favored by 5.5 at home. I'll take Rhode Island here. I think they. I don't know that UC Davis is that good. I trust Rhode Island's defense, and I think they can cover the 5.5.
Model has UC Davis by 8.5, so it will take Davis to cover. And I'm really struggling with this one. I've kind of pounded that drum. If you've followed my social media or listened to this show, I think Davis is just stupidly overseeded. I mean, ridiculously so. The same time, it's a long it's a lot of travel for Rhode Island because this kick is 11 p.m. body clock for them.
Yeah.
That. Yeah. That means something. But and the other factor in this is I think when it comes to coaching, I'm totally drawing a blank on the Rhode Island coach's name. But he's pretty solid coach. He's been there a long time, but Tim Plowman, he is probably one of the top offensive minds, if not the top offensive mind in the FCS. And even with a good Rhode Island defense, I think that's going to give them some fits, especially, you get the names, Caden Pennick. I was going to take Rhode Island, but I kind of just talked myself out of it. Give me Davis.
You're making it hard to catch you. I'm going to also take Davis. The longest road trip for Rhode Island this year was, I think, Maine. So,
thank you, Kevin. Jim Fleming, Rhode Island coach.
Yeah, Jim Fleming is Rhode Island's coach, and I think Rhode Island's a decent squad, I guess, but I think they're a team that struggles to make the playoffs in the Big Sky or the MVFC. For a CAA team, they're fine, but I don't think they're that great. I'm with Seth, or I think it was Rav who said I won't pick Rhodey because of 3 simple letters, CAA. I'm on that boat plus the long travel, and
Look what
Davis
Villanova
having
did.
a potent offense. Yeah, right. Well, no, we'll talk about them next.
Right.
But I think that the CAA scheduling to finagle their best teams to miss each other is going to do them no favors here. I don't think Davis is that great, but I think they got lucky with what the draw they got is. They probably should. I mean, with how things look now, they should be facing an SDSU, but I don't think they were necessarily a deserving 8 seed. So yeah, I'm going to take Davis to cover. I think they cover fairly easily by 10 to 20 points.
Do you guys think Davis is a good team?
So I think they're better than some people think. I mean, they hung with the Cats for a little while. But again, like 5.5, I thought it'd be higher than that. Like I think it'll be 10 to 14 easily. Yeah. So I think Davis takes them down. And then, like you said, the road trip and all that. I like that you brought up the body clock because you got to think about that sometimes. Like it's weird out there, and just being out in Davis, it's a weird place. And I mean, they play well at home, so
yeah. And also just having a week off because their team was pretty trash with injuries and stuff like that. So having a week off, I think that I totally agree. 10 to 14 points.
Man, the guy at the NCAA that came up with the idea of having all the games at the same time to keep travel the same
for this one.
He needs to be
punching. He's punching air right now about this one because it's going to be a late night for Rhodey. But anyway, we move on. I'm opposite of you guys. This will be an entertaining week. All right, Villanova goes to Lehigh. Lehigh's favored by 4.5. I'll take Lehigh. I understand that Villanova just won 52-7. But I don't think Harvard was a good team. And I think Lehigh's got the offense to stay in front. So at home by 4.5.
So the model has Lehigh by 1.2. So it will take Nova to cover. But I'll fall in line with you here, Ben, but for the opposite reason. I think Lehigh's got a really, really good defense. And I do not think Villanova has the offense to do anything about it. I think even if this is a low-scoring game, 17-10, Lehigh still covers 4.5. Give me Lehigh.
I'm not sure if that drink I made is going to be healthy. That doesn't look good.
It was healthy. Now it's not.
I don't want to drink that anymore.
Sounds like a good one then.
No.
We need some more pulp.
So I'm trying to get rid of stuff we haven't been drinking in our in the old bar back here, and some of that Captain Morgan Loco Nut, and apparently that doesn't mix with anything without turning into little globs. So that's yummy.
Are you drinking pulpy orange juice with it?
No, it's Mountain Dew, but it looks like pulpy orange juice now.
Dude, that sounds so gross.
It's got like a scum on the top.
Straight Woodford, BMA.
Yeah, that's not yummy. Actually, that tastes good. It's just the texture that's the problem.
The texture.
Oh my god, it's like
blend it up.
Shake it.
Did you ever start talking about your pick?
Anyways, my pick. I don't pick that. Actually, if you didn't know,
Austin says
really
smooth
good.
Like chunky milk.
Yeah, it's that's along the lines. It's got a layer on the top. Like I don't know if you
straight out of the tank.
that.
It doesn't
Look at
necessarily mean
that.
expired.
That's on the top. That's not.
That's probably your. Yeah, it was like spoiled. The alcohol.
Mm-hmm.
He says and drinks it.
You don't want to waste it, right?
Anyways, I poured it. You drink it, right? So I am going to take Lehigh to cover in this one. The spread is not extremely high enough. We've seen a lot of times where a team like Nova comes out like gangbusters in the first round, wins by like 50. And then they come out and we're like, ooh, this might be a good game. And we didn't think it was. And then they absolutely get dog walked in the next round. I think this might make Nova come in a little bit cocky. I think Lehigh has a lot of pride to play for with having the seed that they have that the Patriot League doesn't get very often. I do think it means a lot to those teams, and we've seen Patriot League teams that are seeded like this come in and be pretty damn good. Holy Cross comes to mind. So I do think Lehigh's a pretty good team. I think they'll be able to run the ball. And I think that's going to mean a lot. And I think they cover, even if this is a low scoring game, I could, 17-10 type score if it's low scoring. If it's higher, I think Lehigh runs away with it. So give me that. And Rev says again, I won't pick Nova because of the 3 simple letters, CAA. I will thoroughly enjoy them all being completely knocked out and giving righteous amounts of shit to the Hack City boys. So anyways, that's my pick. Give me Lehigh.
Do you guys
I'm gonna agree with you. I'll take Lehigh. I watched them once against Sacred Heart when we were watching that game before we watched the Grizz, and Lehigh looked really good. I haven't seen Nova, but I agree with the whole CAA thing. I think Lehigh covers. So give me Lehigh.
Yeah, I think Lehigh wins by a touchdown. I don't think that the CAA is good, so I'll take Lehigh.
All right, next up we've got UND going to Tarleton State, and Tarleton State's favored by 5.5 at home. I'll take Tarleton State. I don't know. I haven't heard. Has anybody heard anything about Kaminsky?
No.
Concussion protocol.
Sounds it's sounding like he'll be back, but it's concussion protocol. You never know.
Yeah,
and they're going to play that game right up till the start of the game, and I don't blame them.
Yeah,
but Brendan, just ask the Fargo media. That's disrespectful, and they earn the right.
We're a higher caliber program than need to be doing that. I can't believe they're not telling us.
No other team in the country does that.
Nobody. No, it's never been done before in the history of ever football.
God forbid a kid actually be, week to week, because, not like that never happens. Anyhow.
It's like a soft cookie. It's like been soaking for a long time, so now it's mush.
All right.
Remember cement mixers?
Those were awful.
Yeah, along those lines.
I remember they still exist.
My 21st birthday, I remember that.
This is a PG pod, right? We won't talk about cement mixtures then.
Marvin, earmuffs.
Yeah, earmuffs.
All right. I'll take Tarleton State. I think UND, I just don't think that they are going to travel well. And I think they've just been, they haven't been taking control of games at all outside of last week, obviously. But I don't think Tarleton's going to turn the ball over as much as Tennessee Tech did. So I'll take Tarleton by 5.5.
Model has Tarleton by 2.4, so it will take the Postal Service to cover.
Sorry.
You hadn't heard that one before?
Yeah, I hadn't heard that one before. That's good. I'm like, oh my God, it totally does look like that.
It's so good.
I just looking at rush defense and Tarleton 71st, because that's Kaminsky healthy or not. He's kind of been solved a little bit the back half of this year. He has not played his best football. It sounds like Gavin Zebarth is going to be back this week, so they are really going to lean on him and Sawyer Sardell on this one, they being UND. So there will be hay to be made on the ground. UND's defense is pretty good. So that just gives me pause for caution that this could kind of turn into a close game. But I think Tarleton's got enough offense. I'll fall in line with Ben here. I think whether it's Kaminsky or Romfro, either way, you get a young quarterback, makes a few mistakes, and that gives them a chance to really pull away in this one.
I'm going to take the Tail Tuckers as the resident Tarleton hater in the group. I'm going to take the Tail Tuckers. I think they've got the offense to score and put pressure on the UND offense so that they have to throw the ball. If I'm Tarleton, I sell out on the run, put everybody on island,
you have
sell
to
out and make them beat you over the air. And I think they'll be able to. I think they'll be fired up being at home. I think they've heard a lot from everybody talking shit about them all year. But they can't cancel this game. But I still think they'll win by a touchdown or more. Probably a touchdown, but I'm going to take the Tail Tuckers to win this one.
What's the number here? 4.5.
5.5.
5.5.
Okay. Well, on my bracket, I have UND winning this one. But with Kaminsky might not be in there, and also I think Fleming is one of their wide receivers. Fleming.
Yeah, he's questionable as well. He got hurt against us and didn't play last week.
Yeah, I would probably lean for Tarleton State, but
I'm going to take UND. Give me the Postal Service, man. I think with Kaminsky and stuff, I think he's a hell of a quarterback. I still am not sold on Tarleton State. The one game I did watch was when they lost. So, yeah, I'll take UND.
See what happens when a team plays you close once. All of a sudden, you think Kaminsky's a great quarterback.
Exactly, man. I need them to win to make us Grizz look better. So.
Why? Seed points don't matter anymore. Style points are over. It's playoffs,
it still makes me feel better. So.
Sure.
All right. Next up, we've got Yale going to Montana State, and I think Yale covers. I think they've got enough offense.
What's the spread?
Montana State is favored by 27.5. Sorry, I was looking at it and
that's a lot.
Didn't say it.
I saw it was 28.5 earlier this week. So
dang.
Yeah. When I checked today, it was 27.5. But yeah, I'll take Yale to cover.
Model has Montana State by 22, so it will take Yale to cover, and I just disagree. I think Montana State's better than Youngstown. I don't think Brent Vegan will make the mistake of taking his foot off the gas. I think this could be a bludgeoning, and cover your ears, but this is a really tough place to play. I don't think Yale is ready for an environment like Bobcat Stadium. I don't think they've seen anything close to it. And yeah, give me Montana State in this one.
I think the only way the Cats don't cover this is if they come out underestimating Yale. Vegan's not really the type of cat to allow that to happen. I think that they'll blow through them. The difference between Montana State and Youngstown is they have more than one guy to shut down.
Yeah, that's true. They have more than one guy in offense.
And Yale's really well coached, so they were able to, they figured it out and schemed it up to shut him down, which is the first team to figure that out. But I think Montana State's that's a whole different animal. I think the crowd's going to start bearing down on them.
So they have played in front of 50K in the game, but that's basically a neutral site every year, Kevin. That's half Harvard, half Yale every year. That's not a true 50K hostile environment.
Yeah, I think there's a difference between playing in front of the Yale Harvard crowd and playing at Montana State.
So I've mentioned on the show before, my sister-in-law went to Harvard. So it's more about the student sections are more like chirping at each other and like trying to pull pranks, and they actually care about the football game.
Right.
Like that's not what they're walking into in Bose Vegas.
Los Angeles,
sorry.
Get it straight, God.
No, litter box.
Brookings West. We haven't lost there in years.
I appreciate that.
Oh, Ron's gonna lose his shit. I got him so mad the other night.
You guys get Ron too, huh?
Ron is everywhere.
Yeah, he's like
Ron is our number one commenter, and I love Ron.
Probably.
Ron is awesome.
I bet he's got the trophy.
But he's so fun. You just tweak him a little bit, and you hear about it. He lets you know.
Seth Meyer, we're the only school that's undefeated in Gold Rush.
Yeah.
We're 2-0.
2-0 in the Gold Rush games. That's right.
I think you're probably the first team that they actually had to play that wasn't a rollover.
That helps.
Yeah.
That helps. So
all right. So you am I the only one taking Yale too?
No, I'm going to take Yale.
I'm going to take Yale.
Okay.
Yeah.
These guys are naturally going to take Yale, right?
Yep.
Yale on the point.
you don't worry. You've got the
Yale
two
might
guys
win.
that hate Montana State on your side, and I'm as surprised as
Yale all the
everybody
way.
else. Honestly, The guys with nothing on the line are definitely on your side, so you
Yeah.
should feel comfy.
We love ale.
Yeah, me too. Go Yale.
Go Yale.
What do you say for the Bobcats? They say FTG. What do you say for them?
FTC.
FTC.
Oh, okay. Well, FTC.
They actually have a different chant that they like.
Yeah.
But it drives me nuts.
All right, and this is nothing against you guys, but the first time I heard it, I was like, all right, that's pretty cool. But they do it a lot.
I have friends that are Jack friends from Rapid City that went to Los Angeles to watch them when you guys played her this season. And he texts me, he goes, "Why are they chanting about the Grizz? They're playing us." I was like, yeah, they do that to
They do to everybody.
I mean,
We're always in their mind.
NDSU used to do that all the
rent-free.
time about UND too.
Oh, did they?
Well,
Oh yeah, they
that-
chant Susuck shit in the middle of every game.
well, if you walk around the Dakota Dome, there is beat state signs that are permanently up. Not when they're playing us. They are permanently up.
Oh, wow.
Oh yeah, I've heard the ESGC or GCG.
Yeah.
I've heard that one.
Their Moni Moni song or whatever that they play at weddings.
Monet,
they just can't get over that stuff.
It's a hockey
They
song.
say your guys' name during their wedding parties.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Wow, they're obsessed.
Yeah,
Yeah,
a
they
little
are.
bit.
Good thing your name's not Dick. It's in their mouth a lot.
All right, next up.
You're
we
welcome.
got-
You're free to use that as many times as you want.
We've got Abilene Christian going to Stephen F. Austin, and Stephen F. Austin is favored by 4.5 at home. I'll go with Rev here. Stephen F. Austin at home to win and then set up the game with Montana State.
Model has Stephen F. Austin favored by 4.8.
Wolf.
So this is it's going to take SFA. This is the one game I didn't feel confident with, so I cheated. And I was talking to Timothy Rosario about it earlier this week. And
Hitting up
What
experts
the
now?
shit is this? Bringing in ringers? What the hell? Put that in the bylaws.
What's going on here?
I mean, if you listened to their show today, you could have got the same intel. I was just asking more pointed questions versus what they went over on their show. But he and Zach specifically.
By the way, Brendan, Alex has the both the model and Team Rosario helping him make his picks.
I know, and he's
We're
beating
just-
me by one pick right now. How bullshit is that?
I don't ask Timothy on every game.
We're just two idiots over here with no computers or people
No help.
to lean on.
No way bailing us out. McKinnell, where the hell are you?
Yeah.
You need to hook
We need
me
to
up.
Well,
Zach
You're-
weekly.
What
batting
good's he for? He's going to
80%
Terre
this
Haute
year.
with us.
You got
Yeah,
the
well,
power
that
of
was one
fermented
game.
milk, though, right? Fermented milk.
Well, not everybody has the iron stomach. Great iron stomach. If you've ever watched
So yeah, if you guys
Escanab in the Moonlight.
if you guys didn't know, the loser of this picks contest has to go to Terre Haute for the Jacks Indiana State game next weekend or next year. And Zach McKinnell, who comments on the show from time to time, made a bet and lost, and now he is also going to Terre Haute with whoever loses this contest. So yeah,
But
that's what's
anyhow,
on the line.
The fighting
they really feel like Stone Earl versus Sam Vidlac is the difference in this game. But I don't know. I understand where they're coming from there, and I would agree. I think Stone Earl is a little bit better than Sam Vidlac, as you guys in the bottom maybe might attest to. But it's hard to beat a team twice, especially when SFA was in control of the game and kind of let it slip. And the other flip side of this is, like Brendan always says, ACU does nothing but beat ranked teams. They play bad against bad teams, but they play really good against good teams. And SFA is really good this year. But I think beating the same team twice is a lot. I think SFA's cleans up some of the stuff they struggled with last year. And give me the Fighting Heltons.
I am going with the vengeance factor of the Jacks and Jack's solidarity. And you know what? I'll take Vidlac over Stone Cold,
Steve Earle.
Steve Earle. Yeah. So I'm going to go ahead and say, with as sporadic as Abilene Christian's been, Stephen F. Austin felt like they had that game and then peed it down their legs. And I'm certain that Of the teams that have rematches in the playoffs, I feel like Stephen F. Austin might have wanted this one the most as a team, because you piss away a game the way they did, they probably are like, no, we'll take them. That'd be good. I want this team because we've got a point to prove. So I'm gonna roll with that. No pressure, Rev. You better be there. And I don't care if you've got to be naked to distract the kicker for the game winner. You better cover.
I know he is
goddamn
going
game.
to the game.
Oh, I know he's going. Yeah. So give me the Jacks. Give me Stephen F. Austin to cover barely.
What's the points again? Sorry.
SFA by 4.5.
4.5. Okay. I would say SFA. It's at home too, right? So
yep, it'll be in Natch.
Yeah, I think it'll be a touchdown game. So give me SFA.
I say give me SFA just because I like Vidlac. I always liked him, so I'm taking Vidlac, the Fighting Vidlacs.
Perfect. Next up, we've got USD going to Mercer, and Mercer's favored by 5.5. I'll take USD in this one. I think that Bauman's playing really well, and that offense, when it's clicking, it's tough to stop, and I think they'll do enough to at least cover and possibly win.
Model has Mercer by 3.6, so it will take the Oats to cover as well. Gosh, this is tough to pick because looking at some of the numbers and stuff, what's USD want to do? They want to run the ball with LJ Phillips, set up the downfield passing game off play action. They want to stay in manageable down and distance. What's Mercer really good at? Stopping the run. They're the number 2 rush defense of the country. Their strength of schedule isn't like super duper tough, but that still means something. On the other side, Mercer's pass defense, not good. It's supposed to be pouring rain. So that kind of flips it towards the Mercer rush defense a little bit too. Aiden Bauman is 100% good enough to stand in the pocket and pick them apart. Except for one thing. There was all this talk in the local media this offseason that Aiden Bauman slimmed down. He's going to be mobile. Don't get me wrong. I like the kid. He went out of his way as I was walking out of the Dakota Dome after that sucky day earlier this year and made it a point to say hi. Wonderful kid. Great quarterback. But he is a statue. And Mercer has a guy named Andrew Zock who's a finalist for the Buck Buchanan Award. USD's O-line has struggled in pass pro a little bit. I think they're at least able to speed up Bauman's clock enough to do enough to give me Mercer by 5.5, even if it's a little bit sloppy.
Boy, now I'm really torn on this game. Just because of the 5.5, the rain is kind of what gets me here.
Yeah, I didn't know about
Mercer likes to sling the ball, but on the same token, are you going to pick the Domies in the rain?
Right.
I don't think so. And you know what did I look up for every USD game ever played this year?
What's the other team's rush defense?
And you just talked about it. Mercer's is pretty damn good, and they've got a great defensive line and pass rush. USD has played better, but look what Southern Illinois did to them with a dynamic passing attack. They ripped them apart for a half, and Southern Illinois' defense is ass. Mercer's is not ass. The rain makes it tough. I really am going to agonize over this pick, but I think I'm going to take Mercer to cover. I think they're going to be able to put up the points that makes USD have to chase. And I think the pass rush of Mercer and having an actual defense, I don't know. Mercer's pass defense overall is not great either.
Their secondary is not good, but their front four is not very good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's a bit of a tough one there. And generally speaking, I tend to lean the line play of a Valley team over a lot of these teams from smaller conferences. In general, especially a play style like USD, I know Mercer's got a good run defense. I think Mercer will play well enough to win. I don't think they cover 5.5. I can see them covering 5.5, but I would stay away from this game personally. I would not bet this game.
Yeah, this is a tough spread.
I'll take USD to cover, Mercer to win. I think they have the offense to stay ahead of USD in this game. But boy, I don't love it. I won't be mad either way, unless we lose. Then I'll be like, that sucks. I don't want USD to. Well, no, I won't be mad because then they go to Montana and they don't win in Montana. So I won't be mad either way. So I think USD covers, Mercer wins, but I won't be surprised with any result. But the only result that would surprise me would be USD winning by a lot.
A blowout either way would surprise me.
I can see Mercer running away with it with their pass offense and getting USD out of the game they want to play.
See, I still think Mercer is somewhat fraudulent. I thought Davis should have beat Mercer, and that would totally change where they're ranked and stuff. And so I think USD by a touchdown.
Now you got to remember, Davis played Mercer before they switched quarterbacks.
Yeah,
that Mercer team, without that quarterback, lost to Presbyterian.
Yeah.
And then they got their new quarterback. So I don't know if that's true. And then they smoked everybody. So there's that.
To me, I haven't watched either one of them, but just looking at the stuff who they've been playing, and like South Dakota turned their season around, I think the Yotes are going to beat them, like by a touchdown. That's what I'm taking.
I'll take USD to cover. I just think that they're from the Valley, so I just rely on that.
That's where I'm at too. I'm like,
strength of schedule.
When it comes down to Valley and Big Sky teams, I'm like, I usually lean that way. So,
Kevin, I don't care if they played Jesus Christ and 12 mini Ditkas. One game does not skew your deep pass defense to being one of the worst in the country.
No, they are
like, it could skew it, but it's not doing that much. Come on now.
Okay, so they're 90 instead of 105 or whatever they are.
Yeah, right. Yeah, so they move up 10 spots and they're still suck.
All right. Next. Oh, Alex, did you pick Mercer?
I've watched both of them, Kevin.
Yeah,
Relax.
I did.
Okay, good. Last but not least, we have SDSU going to Montana. SDSU has never won at Montana, and Montana is favored by 3.5 at home. And do we want to talk about this game before we pick it? Or do we want to pick it?
Let's give the floor to our Montana boys.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Give some insight before we jibber jabber away.
Yeah. We've made him wait 52 minutes and 43 seconds to talk about this.
Ben has been urgently trying to prod us along in the background.
This has been
not been
enjoyable.
successful.
It has been.
Yeah, you guys are funny. This has been fun.
We appreciate you coming on.
Thanks.
But yeah, so what do you guys think about the game? What should we talk about?
Well, I was really surprised that you guys had never won there. Like that actually we were talking about that in our pod.
I haven't played there that much.
Yeah.
No, it's I think it's 7 games though that we played, and then the other 2 we haven't played there we lost, which happens to be national championship, and then last year in Brookings, which I'd always wanted to go to Dyke Stadium. Went to the game last year, had fun. You guys your whole fans and stuff were so awesome, invited us in, but that sucked again. So, but
wait, I'm trying to think. Do you know who you joined?
I don't think you made it through our tailgate.
So it wasn't our tailgate, was it?
No, so I came in that one big area that has like the big screen on it and stuff that they have set up there.
Where the JFK is.
We're back there now, but we weren't last year.
Yeah.
I was in there and I got pulled into a couple different tents, and people were just so awesome, giving free beers and chatting and just super nice. And so the opposite, I've been, trying. We told on our pod, anybody listen to ours, it's like Grizz fans. It's just the cats and stuff that we don't get along with. The other families come in, it will be inviting. They'll be like, "Come on in." In fact, one of the guys, I think he just messaged me the other day. It was Corey something. You guys probably know him.
Corey Mensch.
Yeah, he's the one. I was in his tailgate last year, and so he was asking me, and so I've got 4 different tailgates I'm sending him to for Grizz fans that are like, have him come by. We'll feed him booze and stuff. And so he'll probably be just tanked by the time he gets into the game.
I don't know. Corey's
that'll be
Corey's always tanked before he gets into the game. But spoiler alert, that is going to be his natural state.
natural state. There you go.
I think you could have just stopped at always tanked.
Yeah.
Always tanked.
No.
I live that close
He
to
gets drunk
Vermilion,
enough. He
too,
decided
I
to
mean.
sponsor me screaming into a microphone.
Yeah, he does. He literally sponsors Brendan's rants.
Yeah. So he has to be drunk all the time to do that.
I mean, he does have a greenhouse business, but
yeah,
we digress. Anyway, back to the game. What are you guys' thoughts?
I think it's going to be a really good game. I think that, going into it, not seeing Chase would have been something that would have changed the outcome of this game. But seeing him throw in the snow and be, lights out, I think it's going to be a close game. So I think it's going to be a great one. It's going to be interesting to see how both teams kind of counteract on what they do well, and actually see who's out there too, because that's going to affect it as well. So
I have a question for you guys. Like, some of my Jack friends over here were saying that your secondary is the question mark, and that seemed to be what they were like nervous about. They're like, we really hope it does snow and it's crappy weather because we play awesome in crappy weather.
We do, and I won't.
I do, you guys do. That is.
I won't
Yeah,
quite
that's
use
factual.
the strong language you guys used on your show, but at least on the defensive side of the ball, our secondary has definitely been the weak point this year. We've been susceptible to some big plays, and Michael Wortham and Brooks Davis scare the hell out of me. I will say that point blank. I like our front seven, so Eli Gilman's obviously a good back. I still don't know how he ended up out there instead of here, or even that school up north, but
the school up north was trying for it, and they lost out. So
I will say this on our pass defense. As maligned as it is sometimes, it is number 3 in the conference at pass defensive efficiency, and it's number 2 in pass yards per game given up. So as much as it gets dogged on, it's not
horrible.
It's not bad. Like it's
not statistically, but I think they give up big plays, and that's a big concern in this game. Obviously, with the weapons you guys have on offense, I think if you guys are going to win, that will be it. Like you'll hit enough big plays that would make the difference in the game. But I mean, they haven't done it every game, but they've just had too many happen where that's what the reputation they get. But yes, statistically overall, they are a decent pass defense.
Well, it's kind of interesting because that's what ours is kind of like too. What our pass defense is efficiency wise is really high, but yards per game it's atrocious. As
some of that's your guys' scheme though. You play that
scheme,
3-3. You play that 3-3-5. You guys aren't trying to win every play.
No.
You're just trying to create chaos, and force the other team to make mistakes.
Well, and we're down our best cornerback too for much of the year.
This week.
He pretty much will be, as what we've heard. So we'll have 2 lockdown corners, and so it'll open some things up on our defense of how we're going to blitz, because we really haven't blitzed as much as we usually do.
Yep, sure. That's been talked about. I think by Tim Rosario.
Yeah.
I would like to point out what Garrett Meyer says. Secondary is the weakest part, but a lot of the big plays are due to scheme. What he's getting at there, I distinctly remember multiple big plays that have been given up where we got torched because it was a cover 0 blitz, and the guy got the inside on a slant, got a step, and was gone.
You're taking a chance.
Yeah, and we're
trying to create a negative
gamble.
Play.
Yeah, we'll gamble sometimes, and that'll happen.
Sounds like our defense.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So I mean, we talked about Jimmy Rogers before. He gets all the credit, but people forget he and Brian Bergstrom co-authored this defense together. But that's in their play calling tendencies. The biggest thing is Jimmy was always going to make you earn every inch, and Bergie's not afraid to take chances. And obviously Bergstrom is back now as the DC this season. Bergie's not afraid to dial up a blitz and try to create a havoc play. And if we get caught, we get caught sometimes.
Yep.
100%.
So, yeah. What else do you guys see as a key for Montana to win? What do you guys see as a key for Montana to have happen?
Well, I think we need to stop your defensive line. Your defensive line and your linebackers, I think, are unbelievable. And our offensive line is like C plus is what I give them, and so like that worries me. Is your D line?
Yeah, and I think D-line, the Jacks D-line is a huge key to the game because, like you said, it's a potential weakness. But I think also if we're going to have success, if our passing defense is going to have success, we need to make Ayat uncomfortable. We need to speed up his clock. We cannot let him sit back there and let Wortham or Davis get loose because they are just too good. And we won't be able to keep track of them. So, yeah, and they've been good at that this year. Colby Claiborne is a wild man, number 94. Yeah. He's just a little bowling ball, but man, he
plays bigger than he is.
And so, that'll be a key is you can't let those two run around because he'll find them.
It was wild. Seeing Kobe Claiborne at media days and then seeing the Murray State running back whose neck was as thick as my thighs and I'm 6'5".
They're like the same size.
Like, he was as big as Kobe Claiborne as a running back. You're like, holy shit. Anyways. Yeah,
the only thing with Ayat is he has a little bit of that kind of cowboy kind of I'll do it on my own, but it really hasn't shown that. He's kind of stayed within the kind of the system this year. So if you do make him uncomfortable, it really has to be a lot because he has really showed growth this year, and that mental side is just you can't flap him. He got hit a couple times against the Cats and probably shouldn't have been out there, but he still finished the game and did what he had to do. So,
yeah, that's interesting. I did not know that.
Well, and I think to your point, if you can take a rate that second read, because after rewatching the Cat game, we had the second read wide open, but he was getting pressured, so he just took the first read.
Yep.
And one of them happened to be that interception they got back for a touchdown where our tight end was wide ass open. So, but he was pressured and he didn't see it. So that's going to be a key. If he does have time, then that'll help us. But if he doesn't, then that'll help you guys a lot. So.
Yeah. There was a question earlier about how healthy is SDSU. They're getting healthier every game, which I think is dangerous. Chase Van Tol is listed on the depth chart for the first time all year.
From what I heard, it would shock me if he plays, but I guess never say never.
Hey, like I say, never trust it too deep. They're full.
No, ours are as bad as yours.
That's a fact, But hey, according to some people, that completely removes any integrity of Dan Jackson. Like every team doesn't do. Okay, Sam Hagen is also listed on the depth chart.
Also, would shock me, but
I wouldn't be shocked either way on both of them. But that's because I have no knowledge of what their actual injuries are. So.
Yeah, people think we know things. We don't know anything.
And to be honest, I kind of go out of my way to not know things because we're not here to break news. In case people are wondering, like you think you're gonna like DM us and be like, "Hey, what's the injury status?" If I knew, I love you. I'm not telling you because obviously, if the coaching staff isn't saying it,
but also,
why would I say it?
But also, we don't even usually know. No, we're still wondering until Saturday. So I mean,
you should have seen our group chat when Chase was out. Like, oh my god, I was getting secondary anxiety from the how wound up our group chat was.
We get a lot of those DMs too, and then I always tell people just follow. Like we have a couple sideline reporters. They'll be the first ones to tell you because they're taking a picture and
that's just what I was going to say. Is Matt Zimmer, who's beat reporter for SDSU, has said. Miles Taylor and Colin McShane are probable to go this week. So anyone outside of those two, who knows? Yeah. Those guys are probably back. Anyone else who has any idea?
Yeah. Right. And McShane coming back should be a big thing. Yeah. But I will say also Tanner Castora, the guys who are at practice, they know they'll say if they're able to, they'll say. So we're not at practices as much as I'd like to have the time to be.
So we have day jobs.
We all have real big boy jobs. Some of us have
And
extra
kids.
jobs and children. Like, we're not at the practices. I will say, going into this game from an SDSU perspective, the Jacks are going to have to tackle better than they did. I know it was weather and everything else, but they're going to have to tackle running backs better at the line of scrimmage with Gilman, or they're going to get it's going to be a long day if Gilman's able to get 5 yards after contact.
If you hit him at the 30, he needs to go down at the 31. I mean,
you can't throw a shoulder. Wrap him up. Like, there was a lot of shoulders getting thrown in the snow on some of these running backs, and these are Division I running backs, boys. They're not some kid in high school who's going to fly 6 yards. You got to wrap them up and get them down.
And that's not to say in other games this year we've seen them tackle very well. So I mean, it's not like
that's
a
why
trend.
It was weird. That's why it was weird.
Yeah.
Well, one thing I was really hoping for too is like the health of our team.
Mhm.
This is the first time we ever had a bye week 0, 12 straight games, and then
brother.
God, we get a bye week this last week. So
Yeah.
we're all really hopeful because I mean that neighbor game, the rivalry game, was physical as hell, and
It was.
they were all beat up. So we know they gave them a lot of time off, which is great. And the other thing we're hoping for too is, not having that lull when we come out. That's what we're hoping not to see. But I'm praying that we don't see that, because we've had that issue in years past where we come off a bye week and we looked like crap for the first quarter. It's like, hey, wake up. But I think this is a playoff game. We've had other, playoff buys, and we usually come out playing strong. And there's also the revenge factor from the last 2 years. You guys kicking our ass.
Yep.
We really, would like to beat you and get that 8-0 record at home. So, yeah.
And I think that's real. And I think that's a real advantage for Montana, because 60 new guys on this roster. There's not a ton of guys around that have played in those games.
Mm-hmm.
And so, they're going to have to recognize that that's going to be a part of it, and not get popped in the mouth by an angry team they weren't ready for. Not that I'm saying that's going to happen, but that's a fresh, real experience that most of your rosters had, and SDSU's hasn't because of the turnover. And that's good. I think that is an advantage for Montana.
Well, most of our offensive roster, our defensive roster,
right?
All new,
right? Yeah. Well, don't worry. I'll get someone will put a tweet out that they listen to this, so nobody else has to, and they're going to say that SDSU not having experience in this means they're going to win by 50 because that's what I said or something. And they're not going to tag me because they're cowards.
I also think that for the Grizz, they've got to get good play from their offensive line. It has to be more than average to win this game. It's just
I think that's a big key both ways, because obviously our front seven's pretty good, but like we talked about, it's the havoc plays with you guys, and that's where we've really struggled this year. Is we've given up a lot of sacks and TFLs. So when those linebackers are firing and those stunts are coming, you gotta pick those guys up, because turning 2nd and 3 into 3rd and 10 is a big deal. I mean, turning 1st and 10 into 2nd and 17 is a big deal.
Which brings up a huge factor that we know nothing about, is how mobile will Chase be?
Yeah.
Like, he didn't have to be mobile against UNH. We don't know how mobile he can or will be.
We don't, but my personal opinion is, whatever this injury is, he ran a touchdown on a quarterback power. Granted, it was Murray State, but 2-3 plays after it happened. He's tough, and if he has to use his legs, he will. Maybe that's me being overly optimistic. I don't think it's going to be an issue. In fact, I would not be shocked if we come out and do a whole bunch of +1 run game, because we haven't shown it this year, but it's something we've done with him in the past.
Yeah.
And I'll say this too.
It's true.
Dan Jackson said over and over, we're not going to play Chase unless he's 100%.
Right.
And I think that held true when you warm him up before UND, and then then you give him the no-go in the game you needed to win to get in the playoffs.
That's true.
So I don't think they're bullshitting when they said he'd be 100% and able to do everything he's able to do to play.
Well,
like, I get it. I get is he going to be full speed? And there is the factor of, is he going to trust it? Everything else, totally get that. But I think he's going to be fully ready. I think the big thing for me is you switch centers. And
we like to rotate centers in our University of Montana. So,
well, we rotate the O-line now. They flip them all over the place ever since.
No
UND
one
game.
except Quentin Christensen ever since UND is playing in the position they started the year at.
Right. Wow. And on one hand, having Nate Adams there has really shored up the inside of the line and being able to let Willenbring just play. And I think that would lend itself to him being, with Adams' experience and everything else, being better at picking up blitzes and things that are coming and calling things out as a center against a complex defense like this. But on the flip side, we haven't seen Nate Adams at center in an allowed environment and everything else. And we've seen it before in a loud environment. Your center can cause some false starts,
right. Or he snaps the ball and no one else goes, and it's a huge negative play.
You snap when nobody goes. You snap too late. You snap on the count, but you're snapping out the T of the hut instead of the H. And they're going to be silent. So obviously, it's not going to be H or T. But you know what I'm saying. You get that second delay, you got a false start.
Well, and I think
how's that going to play out? I think the offensive line's played hugely better since they moved him, but that is something to keep an eye on.
I love how we're both pointing out our own team's weaknesses.
No, you're going to win. No, you're going to win.
That's another thing, though. Just the environment we haven't touched on a ton is Chase Mason doesn't get enough credit, I think, for what he does pre-snap. But, Dan talked about it in some of his media availability. Sorry, Coach Jackson. About how, we're at practice with hand signals. We practice with noise all week. And it's good to get ready for that. But that limits what you can do versus one word or even 2-word audibles versus now it's a hand signal. And that's the other thing. If, through the game, okay, you can only make a hand signal too many times for – if I look to the X and go like this, it's a fade route, right?
Yeah.
Now we got to go and change this. Whereas if you're at home, you have a code word and it's, hey, we're scrapping that. The code word's this instead. Humans are weird and dumb like that, but why is it easier to learn spoken language than sign language? It just is. It's the way humans work. So there's an added component of that where the crowd effect is going to make some of those pre-snap changes a struggle, which is huge when you're playing, like we've talked about, an unpredictable defense like is going to be thrown at the Jacks by Montana.
No, that's one thing with our defense, too. We quietly led the FCS in interceptions. This year. Yeah. And it surprised us. We're like, we do? But because it wasn't just like one guy like Prince Ford a few years ago. It was kind of the whole defense making picks. And again, our goal is to get to the quarterback, and I guarantee you they're like, let's get to him because, we hope that he's not 100%, or if we can rattle him a little bit because, like you said, if he doesn't trust whatever that injury is, that's what I'm really hoping for, at least on our side, just to rattle him because that guy, before he got hurt, it was like SDSU was going to run away with it this year, and then, yeah.
And he's a lot bigger than he looks. 6'4", 240. That's a
you
big
see him
guy.
in person. He's a big kid.
That's crazy.
Oh man, when these last couple of years when he's backing up Mark and they bring him in for the run game, he was not pulling any punches. He was putting a hurt on linebackers and safeties.
Well, and that was the dumbest thing is we were talking about in our group chat, the Drake game. I was all caps, they were up 17 and he had a scramble and he lowered the shoulder on a linebacker. And granted, it's Drake, right? But it's he needs to slide. And then he gets hurt recovering a fumble of all things after playing like he does all the time. It's dude, really? Just freak deals of football, right?
Well, Chase's measurables are off the charts. And he's tougher than nails. Just measurables they're just freaky.
Brendan,
they just are.
Would you say his hands are bigger than Ayat's?
Oh my God. I don't know. I'm just saying his hand size probably lended itself to him to be able to sling the ball because you got to grip the damn thing. I don't know.
Like you said,
I haven't seen bad weather games Ayat yet. So
yeah,
he probably will grip the ball well. I don't know though.
He'll be fine.
That's
I'm not
all.
worried about that.
I'm not saying
That's an inside joke.
Do you have a fetish with hands, or what's going on?
No, we'll tell you guys after the show.
My wife's a hand model. Manicured nails and all that. I think something that does get kind of fuzzy sometimes when people are looking at the stats for SDSU and they see, I think it's 11 interceptions for SDSU throwing the ball. 2 of them were from Chase.
Right.
The rest of them are from the backups. And I think that gets kind of forgotten. He's been incredible at taking care of the ball to the point of being a fault, I would argue.
He takes too many sacks.
Because he took too many sacks in order to protect the ball, which in Wa Grizz, you want to get that crowd going, let them have a bunch of sacks. But I will also say he is really killer, and it surprised the hell out of me, but he's been really killer on intermediate routes. He just has been. Yeah. Hey, Poppin, calm down, sir. I'll give you a. We're wrapping up. Man, everybody hating on the Late Show. But, yeah, no, I think Chase. With these blitzes, if they pick it up and recognize it well, they could potentially cause some damage just with how good he has been on the intermediate routes. Now, are the receivers going to get open? That's just as important, but I think adding Kuntz at tight end and him being effective is a huge factor in that.
He's been so good now that he's healthy.
Yes. Yeah. And
you
want to beat a blitz, have a big friendly tight end who goes to that open spot and you just toss him the ball.
He's an X factor. And I mean, Gannon played better towards the second half of the season.
Yeah, Gannon, I mean, he was first team all MVFC for tight end.
Yeah. So, I mean, 2 good tight ends. But yeah, I think Kuntz is an X factor. We do need to start wrapping it up here. I'll give one more thought and I'll let you guys wrap it up too. But I think one key that we haven't talked about yet is SDSU's run game. It's looked really good in these last 2 games. And throughout the year, we've struggled the most against teams that usually run a 4-3 and maybe bring another guy up to the line. And they've got beef up front. And they are able to clog the middle. And what I'm wondering is, with the defense you guys play and the guys you have, the type of guys you have for that defense, are you guys going to be able to do that? I think that's a big key to the game, in my opinion.
Yeah, our D tackles are going to try, like Ramos, they're going to try to take on the center and the guard and open it up for our linebackers. I mean, that's the whole key with us is letting them go, or like Alex mentioned, the chaos where we'll actually drop our D lineman and the linebackers are coming up and stuff, a lot of twisting and stuff. So our run defense has actually been pretty decent for us.
Yeah.
I mean, usually you can pick up the center and the guard, but our center is nicknamed the human sunblock. So it's going to be tough to pick up more than him.
Yeah.
Yep.
But
so, do we want to pick the game?
Yes.
We may as well. We're here.
Yes.
We're getting pushed to end the show by Jim. He's sick of us. Jim Poppin's sick of us.
Thank you, Jim.
It's like, you guys don't go for it. We go 2-hour shows sometimes. Just
no.
We're a 30-minute show. Just ask Ben.
Well,
we do 2 shows a week, man.
Yeah.
I do 3.
Yeah, Brendan does 3.
Third one, that'll go 2 hours because I don't have been holding me down.
You know, it's funny. Chad wanted to maybe do a takedown after this, and I told him, like, dude, there's no way. We're not getting done at 10.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. All right. I'll take SDSU plus 3.5. I feel good about the matchup. I think it's going to be a very, very tight game. I think that we're going to be able to run the ball. And I think that Chase is healthy again, and he looked really, really good last week. And so as long as we don't give up too many explosive plays, which obviously with Wortham, which, by the way, is he just like a Junior Bergen incarnate? Like,
yeah, pretty much.
Like, how do you have another one of those already?
Favorite.
Thank you, Eastern
That's
Washington.
not allowed. You
you
don't
find
just
that?
get another
Thank
one.
you, Eastern Washington.
I think it's supposed to be illegal to grow players in a
Yes.
lab.
Stop.
Well, if you watch Bobby after every game, he goes and talks to all the other players, and that's exactly what he's doing. Like, hey, why don't you come play here? Especially when it's not Wagrass. So
That's great. But no, I'll take SDSU plus 3.5.
The model has the Grizz by 1.6, so it will take the Jacks to cover. And I'm struggling with this so bad. If you read Sam Herder's write-up today, he summed it up so well. He said, there's no way SDSU season ends as up and down as it's been when they just got Chase Mason back and are looking like their old selves. But also, how do you pick the Grizzlies season to end in the first game of the playoffs? As good of a year they've had.
Right.
So with that said, I've been kicking myself over this all week because trying to measure realism versus what's going to happen, etc. I think it's going to be a tight game. So what the heck? Give me the Jacks. I was going to take the Grizz, but more we talk through it, I'm feeling fired up. I feel like we're going to be able to run the ball a little bit, and that's going to help Chase out. And I think our defense will be a lot better playing with the lead versus playing even or behind, which I think has been part of the struggle this year when they've struggled. It's people forget that. It's not easy to play defense when you're behind. It's way easier to play it with a lead.
Yeah. That hook is killer.
It is.
Because in my mind, as a homer, I see SDSU winning by a field goal. And actually, if anybody who's a frequent listener of the show knows, I don't pick SDSU.
He never picks SDSU.
Cover, except I picked them to cover the last 2 times. And good things
they
happen.
did.
I've been actually mediocre fire when it comes to picking the Jack spreads this year. The Jacks are hot. It's a really tough environment to play. I mean, 3.5 is kind of crazy to me. I don't think
that basically means to pick them at a neutral site, which is just wild.
I think it's more than that. If you're not factoring Missoula in at a touchdown, like I think it's more than 3 points when you play wide. More than 3. It's like playing in a farm.
No, I'm saying conventionally. I don't disagree with that at all.
I know. That's what I'm just saying. Like, if your model's not factoring that in, maybe some tweaks need to be done because I genuinely think to win in Montana, you've got to be 10 points better than Montana. That being said, and now I'm gonna sound like a dick. If this was a neutral site game, I think this would be a tough game to pick. But right now, man, the way this offense has looked, this is not even the same team that played in Bozeman, which is crazy because if you'd asked me 3 weeks ago, I'd have told you it's definitely not the team that played in Bozeman. But I think the offensive line is playing far better now in the last 2 games. Having Chase back has finally loosened up defenses so they can't fully sell out on the run. Graham Goring, Alex Bullock, Kuntz, Jack Smith have been playing out of their minds lately, especially Graham Goring. That kid's been a revelation these last 2 games. I think it's a really, really tight back and forth game because of the line. I'm going to convince myself that it takes a last drive. This team's been really unflappable. They've been really good on the road. All of their ranked wins have been on the road. They're a little bit of a weird case study like Abilene Christian in that aspect where all their ranked wins are on the road. They seem to thrive off of those environments. Lost a 33-game home streak and like it felt like that pressure kind of got to them and gets to them at home. So on the road, I think they thrive in that environment. They have had a taste of what it's like with the Gold Rush game. I think they'll be ready. And I think this is tight, but the Jacks do cover. So give me the Jacks.
It's interesting.
Homerific.
It's interesting that you mentioned that they're hot because I was trying to draw parallels to the SDSU 2015 team that went to Montana in the playoffs and lost because it was another team that was good but lost games they shouldn't. However, the difference is that team was going into the playoffs after losing to Western Illinois and losing out on a seed and having to go to Montana instead, whereas this team is coming off a huge win against UND and a big momentum win against UNH at home. And so that's the difference. And I think that makes a big difference, like Brenda was saying.
In the interest of time, we didn't talk about my thoughts from last week, and there wasn't much to think about. The only thing I was going to add is it felt like watching a game like this season, and it's tough to replicate. We always talk about when we're in the good old days. It's now the last couple of years. It felt like watching a game from like the last 3-4 years last week for like the first time all season.
Yes, 100% it did.
Oh yeah, the first time
it did.
Yeah.
And yeah, part of that is New Hampshire does suck, Brian. I don't disagree with that.
Brian
at all.
is so violently adamant that we're going to lose this game. Oh my God, is he? If I've told him already, I'm not betting him because Brian in betting is like being around a smoker when you're drunk, and they're like. And they're like,
one.
No. You gotta have one. You gotta have. Just bet me. You bet me. Oh, you feel that way.
I don't know if you guys know Brian at all, but that is Brian.
And I love him. I love him for it. But that's the way he is. He's like, bet me. Don't be a chicken. Bet me. And I don't bet on these games. Last time I bet on one of these, that'll be paid off the first week of next year, I guess. And then the last time before that, I ended up wearing a goddamn NDSU helmet, and that picture circulated the internet forever. So,
Brian just wants Montana to win because he's scared of SDSU with Chase.
Yeah, he smells like fear. You smell it from the wind blowing down from Canada.
We need to get to Adam and Luke's takes here.
Well, I'm going to say with my prediction on our pod, 35-28 Grizz. I think we find a way to win, and I think we are going to be more than up for the task. I think we're pissed off. I think that we come out, and I think that the defense is going to look a little bit different with Loud back. And I think that you're going to see some things that maybe you guys haven't seen from us. And I think it's going to be whoever has the ball last and makes the big plays.
So, similar to Adam, my take is this SDSU team isn't as good as last year's SDSU team, and this year's Grizz team is better than last year's Grizz team, which actually I think they're both very, very evenly matched.
Yeah.
And so, earlier this week, Dan, I think listens to your guys too, was getting married Saturday. He asked me what I thought the line was being. I said 3.5. He thought 4.5. Well, I think the Grizz win, but it's 34-31. I think it's going to be a damn close back and forth battle, and it could come down to that last drive, someone kicking a dang field goal to win the thing. So, really excited to watch it. I'm actually going to a Jack bar in Rapid City to watch it with all my Grizz stuff on. So,
wow.
That should be
part
fun.
of the Jack Rabbit Illustrated Bar Network.
Did you find it as part of the Jack Rabbit Illustrated Bar Network?
I don't know. It's Thirsties in Rapid City, so
it is.
Okay.
So it is part of the Jack Rabbit Illustrated Bar Network. Okay. All right.
There you go. Perfect.
Yeah.
So that's where I'll be on Saturday with
I
think I've got about 6 other Grizz fans that are coming with me. So
fun.
Should be good.
That'll be cool. Well, thank you guys for coming on. It's been fun and it's been pleasant. You proved me wrong. I've had some bad experience with some Montana fans lately, but no, you guys seem like good guys, and we really appreciate having you on.
Well, Dad, thanks for having us.
Thanks for having us.
This was a lot of fun. You guys cracked me up. I'll have to check out some more of your shows. I'll comment with Ron and get him fired up for you.
Please do.
There's some long-running inside jokes. You can always buy Alex off of the Woodwick candle. Yeah, I do have to correct myself. Jackson never played Montana when he was Idaho's DC, so I'm an idiot when I brought that up.
Nothing new.
Let's go ahead.
We knew that.
Nobody should be surprised. I'm an idiot. Always have been.
All right. As Jim says, as we always say, go big, go blue, go Jacks.
Go Jacks.
Go Jacks.